What do you think allows a person to be successful? What are the qualities that you need to have in order to make it in the world? You're probably thinking, careful, unlikely to fail, willing to comply of what society wants of you. It's what we've been taught our whole lives. The perfect students, the perfect workers, the ones who never break the rules, are the ones who lead prosperous lives. However, this couldn't be farther than the truth. The people who don't only succeed in shaping their lives, but also the lives of others, are impatient, reckless, disruptive, fearless, and above all, crazy. Throughout history, revolutionaries such as Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, and Albert Einstein all have had a reputation for doing things that were eccentric and bizarre. This has not changed a bit in our modern era, as people such as Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk all have had visions that were so different than the status quo, many thought they had to be insane. Being unique, being crazy is truly the essence of success. And our class has been given the opportunity to explore this idea by visiting a place where both strangeness and success flourishes, Seattle, Washington. It's home to the headquarters of some of the biggest businesses of our time, such as Amazon, Microsoft, and Starbucks, all of which are constantly pushing against what society believes their fields can accomplish.
A company that has become a household name when it comes to technology is Microsoft. Since their founding in 1975, they have continuously wowed customers with their innovative ideas and products. The first stop on our trip was the Microsoft Visitor Center, where we got the opportunity to try out some of their ambitious tech for ourselves. It was quite impressive, and demonstrated why Microsoft is among the top 10 most financially successful and influential companies in the world. It left us with a question, however. What allowed them to create so many successful products? What separates them from the competition? When exploring the center, we found an answer to this and the story of Microsoft's origins. Being a developer in the realm of technology has always taken incredible amounts of patience, perseverance, and risk. In the early days, a single computer would take years to program, and even if done successfully, most weren't even powerful enough to become commercial successes. This discouraged many from the field, but Microsoft founders Bill Gates and Paul Allen were willing to push forward. This was because of their drive, fueled by curiosity, and their unbreakable patience, something in which their financially focused competitors didn't have. That drove Microsoft to overcome every obstacle thrown at them and make some of the most technological breakthroughs that led them to where they are today. Exploring the center was fascinating, but the real highlight was when we got an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour at Microsoft's Maker Garage. This is a workspace where employees can come from across the country to pitch new ideas, build prototypes, and discuss game-changing solutions to see if the drive that launched Microsoft in the first place is still found in the company today. We talked to developer Steve Scallon. He explained that a drive is still here, but it isn't fueled by curiosity, it's fueled by passion.
To be successful, how important do you think being passionate is?
I think it's one of the most underappreciated things. In 19 and a half years, I worked in traditional product development for 15 years. I worked in Windows for 10 years. And if I have any regret about any of those moments where there were times I was working with people who were less passionate than more passionate. And when I look back at it, I think the best thing I ever did, the most impactful thing I ever did, the thing I'm most proud of I did with other people, passionate and cared about what they do. It matters a lot.
Everyone is passionate about something. A problem many people face, however, is lining up that passion with their career. It can be hard to balance what you like to do with what you need to do, but if you can find a way to do it, you can do incredible things. What sort of things? Well, in 1994, a man named Jeff Bezos turned his passion for progress into a career by opening up an online bookstore under the name Amazon.com. Today, Amazon isn't just a leader in sales, it is the #1 most valuable company on the planet. When visiting some of their Seattle locations, such as Amazon Books, Amazon Go, and their multiple publicly open workspaces, it was clear to see why their business has found so much success. Instead of making immediate profitability their main goal, Amazon has a future-focused vision. They are willing to invest millions into ventures that may seem unrealistic today, such as drone delivery services or store checkouts. They constantly push for products that utilize new technologies even when these products take years to be developed. It is this dedication to their vision that doesn't dwindle when the results don't come right away that makes Amazon just an amazing organization and one that will continue to thrive for years to come.
Alright, right now we're at CenturyLink Field, which is the home of the Seattle Seahawks. CenturyLink Stadium, home to the Seattle Seahawks. This incredible architectural marvel can hold up to 72,000 people, which seems like a small number when considering that every seat has been sold out for years. Even the season pass waiting list has a waiting list. As you can see, the Seahawks are now one of the most popular teams not just in Seattle, but in the NFL. This popularity, however, wasn't something they started off with. In the early days of the league, the Seahawks were lackluster to say the least, having yet to win a Super Bowl championship and playing in a subpar stadium. This all changed, however, when they got CenturyLink Stadium, but more importantly, when they got their miracle worker of a coach, Pete Carroll. Within months, he transformed the team by giving them a new energy and a new focus, one that led to one of the best defensive sections in the entire National Football League. He also gave them a public presence, one that encouraged fan participation. He then led the Seahawks on a record-breaking season, which they soon followed up by the team's first Super Bowl win in franchise history. He brought them victory, he brought them fans, but most importantly, he made the Seahawks a focus point of Seattle culture. How was he able to do this? When visiting CenturyLink, we were given a tour that brought us onto the turf above the stadium, and most importantly, gave us a look into the coaching methods of Pete Carroll. For Carroll, staying positive isn't a tactic, it's his whole strategy. It's the reason that he's so successful. It's not that he has taught the players incredible new skills or changed their playing tactics, but rather has instilled a mindset into them to never give up. Even on the brink of defeat, Carroll can be seen on the sidelines, cheering on his team as if they were making the game-winning play. Keeping this optimism drives him to never give up, and it's why he's so effective as the Seahawks coach.
There's only 3 head coaches that have won both the college national championship and the Super Bowl, and Coach Carroll's one of them. He's 2 years older than me, and God, he seems like he's 30 when you see him bouncing around out on the field out here. Very energetic guy, very positive guy, constantly positive, and I think that's what makes him really as effective as a coach, being positive in mind about everything.
The most important thing we learned, however, was that these success stories didn't write themselves. They were born from passion, from an unshakable drive to achieve, to do better, and to succeed. Through the hardships that pressed them in the past and the obstacles they face now, all of the places we visited have made their mark by sticking to it.
Okay, yeah, well, Coach Carroll, I mentioned earlier, the main thing about Coach Carroll is the positive nature of his personality. He's always positive about his team, and he's very energetic guy too. Very involved in practices and keeping the players motivated. But I would say the most important thing about Coach Carroll is that number 1, he demands excellence, and number 2, he's always positive with the players.
The most important thing we learned, however, was that these success stories didn't write themselves. They were born from passion, from hard work, from an unshakable drive to achieve, do better, and to succeed. All of the places we visited have made their mark in society by sticking with their goals, giving 100%, no matter the obstacles that they had to overcome.
We see this with Pete Carroll and the Seahawks with their positive never-give-up attitude. We see this in Microsoft with their willingness to delve into the unknown regardless of the risk in the name of innovation. And we definitely see this in Amazon with their progressive ventures that they are willing to invest years and millions into even if the payoff isn't immediate.
Having this irrational determination, no matter what the consequences may be, is crazy. It makes no sense why someone would care so much about something. However, it is these individuals these crazy people that end up changing the world.